we'll dive right on in. Um, so last week, or the last presentation, I showed some sneak peeks of Thread Story and Open Air. So Thread Story is 100% launched. We have samples available. And again, this was inspired by the women weavers of the Bauhaus. So those intricate designs and patterns, also replicating of a men's suit wear. So a couple of these patterns, Loom of Life and Yesterweave. So Yesterweave, again, is going to be kind of like a nice field tile, and your Loom of Life will be kind of a fun accent. And Tangled and Taut, another good classic linear, also going to give you that men's suit tweed feel to it. And then Yesterweave again, very subtle, really, really clean look as well. Drawn Thread, another great field tile, linear, and Loom of Life. So again, this will be the neutral kind of an accent, giving you those multiple layer of patterns and geometric designs, and then Tangled and Tots hiding in this private office room over here. Social Fabric, this is going to be the bright pop of color. So there's a lot of movement, still kind of going to have that geometric pattern to it. And we've got cool tones. So you've got your cool grays with accent colors, and you've got your warm tones, warm beiges with some beautiful accent colors here. Here's Future Woven. So this is another tile in the collection, a mix of high loop and low loop. Also no transition strips from our carpet tile to our LVT, which is really great. And then here's a nice color tone that you can see with some of all the tiles in the collection and get a good idea of some palettes that you can put together. And then here's the binder. So here's looking at everything and all your options within this collection. And then Open Air, this is going to be launching 100% at the end of this month. So check in with me next week. This is very budget friendly. So if you're looking for a carpet tile that maybe is in that $14 to $17 square yard range, this is going to be an excellent collection for you. Really great field tiles. Again, this comes in all neutrals. So product 402 here, this is color linen, a nice kind of wavy water-like pattern. Product 403, this is color natural. I love this geometric pattern, and it looks really good in a field, so an open office area. And then product 404, more organic and geometric kind of mixed together. And then product 405, something a little bit more textural. And then here's just showing kind of some tone on tone that you can do with it in this collection. And then product 406, so more of that herringbone innate into the product. And then here's a good overview of all the different tiles within the collection. And then I'm going to be diving into some technical information on flooring. Maybe you guys know this stuff, maybe you don't. But fiber, so we partner with Invista, Universal, and Aquafil. Aquafil is our primary supplier. And we actually partner with networks to recycle used fish nets in the ocean to make our nylon fiber. We have one of the highest recycled content in the industry. Also, if you guys have ever talked about the carrot versus the radish, so all of our products are 100% solution dyed, so it's more like the carrot where the color's all the way through. There's other types of dyeing like piece dyed or even printed carpet where you're going to have the color primarily on the outside, but if you dig deeper, it really is white even at the bottom of the material, or even inside the yarn. So you might just have the color on the outside. So those are susceptible to sun fading. So really 100% solution dyed nylon is the most durable and commercial grade for your projects. Also modification ratio. So there's a lot of conversation around 6 versus 6/6 nylon, and really it's about modification ratio. So if you can see here, this modification ratio is lower, so that if you squish down the yarn, it's going to bounce right back, versus this modification ratio where if you start pressing down on this, it's really going to start showing wear patterns. So you could always ask for this information from your flooring manufacturers and carpet manufacturers to have an accurate comparison. Another way is tar testing. This is a standard testing that everyone has to do in the industry. This could help you figure out how durable a product is going to be. And then we go above and beyond that to the art testing. So this just kind of has a ball that rolls around the carpet and tests it. Our testing is more for real life testing. So you can see we do dirt and soil, vacuuming, foot and caster traffic. So we even roll a chair over it. And then we do wet and dry method cleaning. So we do spot cleaning and hot water extraction, as well as vacuuming. And we do not launch any products that do not pass our internal art testing. And our I2 collection, so you might see an I2 on your binder in the resource library. That means it's a mergeable die lot series. So you'll never have to worry about ordering carpet in the future, or if you have a client that is planning on swapping out tiles or expanding maybe in a year, the I2 products would be a great solution for you. Also, something a lot of people don't know about our products is we have a natural antimicrobial built in between the fiber and the backing called Intercept. So it's 100% bio-based and it's biodegradable. It's actually coconut oil based and low toxicity. So think it's less than table salt. But even though it's not antiviral, it is antimicrobial and really supports the overall wellness of any space. So we have a lot of clients, obviously, that care a lot about that right now. Seamless transition. So again, if you partner our LVT with our carpet tile, you do not need a transition strip. Our LVT also comes with a Sound Choice acoustic backing. And then tactiles. So a glueless installation method, it doesn't damage the subfloor, and virtually no VOCs. So, and it's great for the environment. And price-wise, it really doesn't cost any different than standard adhesive glue, trowel adhesive. We have a lot of clients that prefer tactiles and require that as a specification in their buildings. And then maintenance, regular hot water extraction, maybe once or twice a year. Regular vacuuming, you'd be surprised how many clients don't even vacuum their carpet. And then with COVID, we recommend hydrogen peroxide-based cleaners for COVID cleaning. And then our performance warranty, we make these easy. It's a 15-year non-prorated warranty. There's a lot of limited lifetime warranties out there, and the key word being limited. But we make ours really easy to understand, and we warrant our products 100% for 15 years. Also recycling, we make recycling really easy. We have a reentry program. You can contact me, or you actually can go to the website and request somebody to help you with your project and recycling. But we definitely want our product back. We even recycle our LVT back into our carpet tile backing. And all of our products are carbon neutral from manufacturing to end of life. So they are certified for its full life cycle. Our new mission, sustainability mission, is Climate Take Back. We are on a mission to be 100% carbon negative by the year 2040. We've developed a new backing of the future that is carbon negative that will be launching September of this year. And then this is where we are today. So again, we have the lowest carbon footprint in the industry, and we're really leading the way in doing business in a better way. So, and then thank you guys. That's everything I have today.
Thanks, Sarah.
All right, Knoll Textiles is up. Okay, can everyone see my screen? Yeah,
Yep.
good. Okay, so today for the Knoll Textiles portion, I wanted to do a little bit more heavy focus on cleaning. Definitely something that we've been talking a lot about. So today we're going to start with a couple of thoughts on post-COVID-19. We're going to do a quick review of antimicrobial and bleach cleanable properties, a quick comparison between cleaning, sanitizing, and disinfecting, a review of regular maintenance, cleaning codes, and then we're going to do a fun little how to properly bleach clean a fabric, if you didn't know. So to start, COVID-19 has really brought up a couple of buzzwords out there. Two of the most big ones would probably be antimicrobial and bleach cleanable. I've gotten a dozen emails from people saying, you know, we need everything to be antimicrobial and everything needs to be bleach cleanable, and what do we do? So I want to just kind of go through a couple of key things on both of these types of products and materials. So I'm going to start with antimicrobial. So antimicrobial is a finish that is effective against the growth of bacteria, mold, mildew, and will target microorganisms that can grow on a fabric. It is important to know that antimicrobials are not antiviral. So this is in no way going a scapegoat or a way to prevent the spread of COVID-19 in the office. Antimicrobials are designed to protect the fabric from all of these things from deteriorating, because due to mold, bacteria, mildew, the smell, the things like that that could arise, and not stopping the spread of a germ or bacteria. It's also important to know that antimicrobials are a chemical. It is a process to be put onto a fabric. So I like to make sure, or I like to tell designers to make sure that you know what your client's purpose is when asking for an antimicrobial and why they think that's, you know, a good use for their space. Here in California, we're removing a lot of chemicals from things. Most recently, you've had the new AB 2998, I believe, which is removing fire retardant from fabrics. So it's just really important when we're talking about chemicals and things that are being added onto fabrics to know why is that needed and why do you want to use that. There is options that have this built into the fabric from the get-go. A lot of times you'll have outdoor fabrics that will have that already built into the fibers, but you can also have it added as an aftermarket finish. So Knoll Textiles will have a couple of all of these just to make sure that we have options for our clients, whomever wants to use them. But most of the time it's going to be an aftermarket finish. So something that is sent to a facility to have that process added on. And one more thought on this is that if it's something that you add on the aftermarket side, it's not something that's going to last the lifespan of the fabric. It is going to slowly deteriorate. So you're not going to have the same properties or stuff at the end of the life as you did on the beginning. So just some things to think about. And then there are some materials that are known to be less prone to micro growth and things: wool, polyester, polypropylene, and polyacrylic fabrics. And then, like I said, probably the places that people have mostly wanted to use this have been outdoors. So areas that are damp and wet a lot, a gym, a spa, things like that have been a high priority for these clients. And then on to bleach cleanable. I've had a lot of people ask if you can add an aftermarket finish to a fabric to make it bleach cleanable. You cannot do this. Bleach cleanability is inherent to the yarn and it can't be added. It's a man-made yarn, so it's going to be a polyester, acrylic, nylon, types like that. When you use bleach properly, you can disinfect and sterilize fabrics, which can then kill the COVID-19 bacteria, viruses on fabrics. Because it is man-made, it's not going to fade or weaken with the cleaning of the bleach. The CDC guidelines does state that bleach cleanable is successful in killing the coronavirus, and all of Knoll Textiles products are either going to be a 1:4 ratio or a 1:10 ratio, where you've got 1 part Clorox bleach, whatever it is, to 4 parts of water, whatever it is. Quickly going over cleaning, sanitizing, and disinfecting. Cleaning is very simple. It's just going to be removing the visible dirt and grime from the surface. And this will need to be done before you do any sanitizing or disinfecting. Otherwise, you're just sanitizing and disinfecting dirt. Disinfecting is going to kill germs, viruses, microorganisms. Most times this is going to be on a coated fabric. So like you can see here in the image, this is Chameleon, which is a polyurethane silicone blend. And that's going to be able to disinfect it. Sanitizing is going to just reduce the level of bacteria and viruses that are present to a safe level. So more times that's going to be your woven fabrics that are bleach cleanable. You always want to make sure that you follow the manufacturer's rules for cleaning. We have a lot of people kind of throwing the kitchen sink at things right now, using every single type of cleaner, and it's just really important that we don't mix chemicals and have any issues like that for your cleaning staff. What are the main causes of fabric failure? Physical abuse, inappropriate cleaning, lack of proper maintenance, and the inappropriate application of a fabric. So why aren't fabrics being cleaned? Fabrics have a complex cleaning codes and requirements. One project may have a wide mix of cleaning requirements. One thing that I've done a lot over the past couple of weeks has been listening to a ton of podcasts. Everybody has amazing podcasts. And I was really interested in a healthcare one that I listened to where they use very minimal materials because of this reason. They need to do things fast and they need kind of very simple cleaning protocols. Facilities are not always aware of the proper cleaning protocols, and especially with turnover, it's hard to keep everyone up to date. Facilities are using improper cleaning, the actual cleaning materials on the fabrics. They're not using the proper steps, and the biggest problem is time. For fun, an average hotel room takes about 25 to 30 minutes to clean top to bottom. Think about that. That's not a lot of time for as big a space and as many things that there are in that space. Also, for a hospital room, minimum 25 to 30 minutes to clean that. Even longer if there's more touch points and upholstered furniture, just kind of what we were saying. So just kind of food for thought to think about that. And then when you think of these large communal spaces, how much time should be put into cleaning those? You know, oftentimes cleaning staff is there in the evenings, you don't really see, but I think that you're probably going to start seeing these people during the day and things are just going to be continual cleaned. Quick on regular maintenance, vacuuming upholstery regularly is really important. Make sure you're using the proper attachments. It's important to have your upholstery cleaned by a professional at least once or twice a year, and then always follow the proper cleaning instructions. Here are some of the cleaning codes that you will often see. Sometimes, even when I started with Miltex, I was like, huh? I think the most important to know is that W, water-based cleaning agents, so that these things that have water in it, and then S is more of like a dry cleaning scenario where you're not going to have any water-based in it at all. And then X, vacuuming, that's going to be typically on your wall coverings. I'm going to go a little fast, I'm going a little bit too long. Here are some additional cleaners that oftentimes even healthcare will use when they're cleaning. We are going through our entire portfolio and testing for these so that we can share that information with you if you have clients who are using different products and they want to make sure it's okay. And then I wanted to put Ultra Suede out there just because I've had some questions for machine washable fabrics. Ultra Suede is amazing. It has a lot of great applications. It has amazing hand. Exceeds 200,000 double rubs and spots cleans and is machine washable, which is really great. And now a fun little review on how to bleach clean fabric. Some of you might know, but the first step is to always make sure that your fabric is bleach cleanable. So I have a tag here to kind of show you where on the tag you would find that. It says it's useful for household bleach. Then you want to know what that ratio is. For Knoll Textiles, we have it on our website under our resources. You can find out if it's 1 to 4 or 1 to 10. Stripe It is 1 to 4. Before you do any bleaching, you want to make sure you clean it off first. So get all that dirt and grime off with the general cleaner, vacuum it, do all of that. Then you want to get to your bleach. So it's really important to know that no disinfectant is going to kill anything on contact. So you really need to know what your dwell time is for whatever product you're using. I pulled out my Clorox bleach here at the house, and it says for upholstery that dwell time is 10 minutes. And then if you're doing it on a hard surface, it's 5 minutes. So you have to think about that time and build that into your cleaning regimen. And then after that dwell time is over, you need to go through and clean it off with clean water and a cloth. It's important that you get that all off, otherwise you could have some fabric failure. I like to think about getting the sunscreen and makeup off of your face at the end of the day, which is really important. Here are the online resources that I was speaking about. We have a really great bleach cleanable landing page that has all of this on there. And then again, if you guys are on Instagram, you can follow me, keeping you up to date with all the fun things. And then just a reminder of our destination collection, which we went over last week, and you can see on YouTube if you want to go back, or I can do a special presentation. And you can get all of our stuff on Material Bank. That's it.
Thanks, Ashley.
You're welcome.
All right. Buzzy Space is up next. So hi, everybody. I'm Mary Beth, for those who may not know me. It's good to see everybody again this week. So I'm actually going to pick up where I left off from last week in doing the virtual showroom tour. So for those of you that joined in, sorry, let me just fix my video here so our recording turns out nicely. Okay, we're actually going to skip through the first 3 destinations that I shared last week. Brief background on our showroom this year at NeoCon. We basically planned 6 different exotic destinations. So it's a trip to paradise. So we can all take a breath and relax. Hopefully this is really fun for you guys. But basically each destination is planned for a specific work setting. So last week, we toured 3 different destinations. This week, we're gonna start off at the meeting at the islands, then we're gonna go to our host bungalow, and then our quiet mountain is where we will end. Quick recap of highlighted products from last week. I introduced our new Buzzy Ring, which is a small acoustic hub. I also shared the Buzzy Mood acoustic panels, which are really designed for you to configure your own designs from in either moss or high density foam. And then I also shared our brand new Buzzy planters, which are a great way to bring greenery into the space and also provide acoustic absorption. So we are gonna just quickly skip through the entrance, since hopefully you guys saw this last week, and we're gonna go straight to our meeting at the islands. So this is a very stimulating environment. So basically we believe that meeting rooms don't need to be dull. You know, people spend less time in meetings, so we really wanted to make this a little bit more colorful and stimulating. So we're showing our Buzzy table, which is really great just because of its shape. People can easily pull up, you know, a chair. It's very versatile in terms of how many people can fit at it at a time. And then surrounding that, we have our Buzzy Ds. These are actually the Plus model in our family, which has that included back. So this is a great option just to provide more noise absorption in a space instead of having just a standard meeting chair. We also have our Buzzy Hat acoustic lightings, acoustic light pendant fixtures above the table, and then our Buzzy Falls separating that space as an acoustic screen. So it's a really playful version here with the printed felt version. So you can actually now make the Buzzy Falls out of printed felt as well. So we're gonna do a little fly through here. And then you can see also hiding in the corner, last but not least, is our Buzzy Totem. So these are actually a really good, powerful acoustic option. If you can't treat anything else in the space, put a totem in a space. It's a powerhouse. It's made of acoustic foam. And now they are also available in a 3D textured version. So quick highlights, we had our Buzzy hat, which is designed for you to mix and match all the different finishes. So it's really playful. Then we have our table. You can see the beautiful ceramic surface in that middle photo there. It also comes in linoleum. And then our Buzzy D Plus, which is our Buzzy D with an integrated back, just as a nice kind of lounge option in lieu of a meeting chair. Quick or closer look at this. You can do bicolor fabrics on it, and it also comes with an optional tablet arm, which is fantastic. And then next stop, we're gonna go to a bungalow. I'm gonna just really quickly go through this because I think we're a bit short on time, but this is a good example of sort of a team work setting, and it's an example of working together, but also having that separation. So many of you probably realize we do have a lot of acoustic desk partitions in our collection. So this shows a good example of just one of our many styles. This is a Buzzy desk integrated into our Buzzy picnic. Then we have a little breakout area of our Buzzy cane chairs, which are truly one of the most comfortable lounge chairs I've ever sat in, but just nice to have that alternate option to meet with a colleague or whatever. The feature fixture in this setting is our Buzzy Jet standing. So this is a new acoustic light for us. This is an excellent option if you don't have the ability to install acoustic lighting in the ceiling. These are able to be plugged into a floor socket or a wall socket so they can be moved around very easily. So we're going to do a quick fly through just to show some of the other elements. We have the Buzzy dish and the Buzzy pleats shown on that back wall, and those are available in a wall mounted or a ceiling mounted version. And then circling around, you can also see the new Buzzy planter. So quick highlights, we have the cane, the Buzzy Jet standing, and then the Buzzy dish, which is actually a movable acoustic wall panel. And a closer look at the Buzzy Jet standing, you can see basically it's that cylindrical form and then the high density foam with fabric upholstery that is providing acoustic absorption and helping to trap sound. And I love this installation of the jets over workstations. It does have a functional light output, and it's also dimmable, so you can control the lighting output. Okay, and then quickly, our last destination is our quiet mountain. For a nice little bunny in our imaginative conceptual image there. So this is, an example of a quieter space. We're showing the Buzzy Spark, which is available in many different sizes and configurations. Great for, relaxing or for an informal meeting. And then we also have the Buzzy D Plus shown here, and that actually has the tablet arm included, and as well as the Buzzy Jet in a very different lounge setting. So you can really see how all these products can sort of lend themselves to different settings. And then of course the Buzzy planters there as well. So I'm just going to skip through here. You can see some of the other settings in the background that I shared with you guys last week as well. So highlights from that space, we have the Buzzy Spark, which is available in a variety of different sizes. It's shown in the smaller version here, almost as like a acoustic booth. And then we have the Buzzy planters, which are brand new, and the Buzzy D Plus, which is new. And then I went into detail of the Buzzy planter last week, but just wanted to share another installation sort of idea for those. If you guys have questions on those, just ask, because I know we're kind of out of time. But to recap, we have the Buzzy ring from last week, the Buzzy mood, and then the Buzzy planters. And then this week I shared the Buzzy D Plus, the Buzzy cane, and the Buzzy Jet standing. And I'm just going to skip over cleanability. Just a quick note, our felt is bleach cleanable, and several of our grade-in fabrics are bleach cleanable, which Ashley touched on, which of course we all know is so important. I will upload a really great takeaway on just idea starters for the post-COVID workplace. I'll upload that on our brand new YouTube channel. So you guys have that as well. So that's it. So thank you so much, everyone. We all kind of breezed through those, and we're here for you if you have any more specific questions.